Hey, how are you? Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching if you're watching this now or later. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, chocolate lover. How are you? Dizzy Lizzy, hi. Sienna, hi. Passage, hi. Faith. Sienna, hi. Passage. Judith, g'day. Karel, hi. Canella is up. Fab morning. Dennis, hi from the Netherlands. Cherie, is it Cherie or Shari? Cherie or Shari. Hello from AZ. Is that Arizona? I hope you feel better soon, Sienna. Need to make a coffee. Fab. Oh, this I've come pre-prepared. What else we got here? D. Hey. Poundsy Sand from South UK. Welcome. Graham, g'day. Nikki from Cornwall in the UK. Sorry, I don't know why I've got my phone in my hand. It's stupid. Cynthia, hello from Land of Enchantment, New Mexico. There you go. I didn't know that's what it was referred to. I'll be damned. The Land of Enchantment. Helen, best wishes from the UK. Best wishes to you, Helen. HQ, greetings from Ukraine. Greetings to you. Welcome and thank you for being here. Whitney, hi. Whitney, how are you? What's happening? Thomas, howdy. Dizzy, you just made chocolate chip cookies. Oh, okay. Yum. Cherie, now I'm going to say it wrong. Cherie or Shari. They're two different ways. I'm sorry. You are from Arizona. I got that right. Well done. Asher, hey. Trinity, thank you for saying that. It means a lot. Shalom from Colorado. Welcome. Canella from Sweden. Autistic Jenny. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Whitney, you're eating tacos at the moment. I thought you could only have tacos on Tuesday, but I enjoy tacos as well. It's a staple in our family's dinner diet weekly. The boys eat them, and that's what's important. Viking, good day from Newfoundland in Canada. I hope everyone is making it out all right. Now, how do you say that? Hang on. Stand by. Stand by. Rose, I can't say it. Rosea's Library from Chicago. Rosalie? Is it Rosalie? Rosalie's Library. Vicious Spiral Alpha. Hey, from Belgium. Andromeda. G'day. Someday you want to visit Australia. It'd be great to have you. Not me personally, but the country. I don't know what that means. Luca, hi. Nikia. Sonic, hi. Thomas, you're having noodles and gravy with lots and lots of garlic. Wow. Okay. Lots and lots of garlic for me means Very bad upset belly. IBS or whatever you want to call it. Dan Jordan, hi from England. Whitney, you're a rule breaker having tacos on a Thursday, I guess it is for you. Where I'm from the future. It's Friday, the 7th of March, 9:37 a.m. Okay, where were we? Andrea, what's up? Andrea in the Cascade Mountains. Greg from Michigan, welcome, Greg. Trinity from Arkansas. Is it Arkansas? Nakia from Australia. Sonic Fan 82. I get it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Tacos can be had any day of the week. It's the Taco Tuesday thing is just a joke. Cynthia, you're looking handsome today. Okay, that's not right. That's not true. That's not. Thank you, but that's not true. Alabama representing Autistic Jenny. Rosalie, I got it. Awesome. Thank you. Cheers from Germany. CEFK. I don't know how do I say it, but thank you so much for being here. Robert at rehab watching, just got diagnosed autistic. Congratulations, my friend. I hope your year improves then. Thomas, you love garlic. You grow a lot each year. Dill too. Like dill, love dill. Love dill. But unfortunately, and I love garlic, by the way. Unfortunately, garlic and onions and those types of things are very bad on my gut. They are high FODMAP things, though. So, like gastro issues, steer clear from. But obviously, where else are we? All right. Past the point of catching up. Damn it. I wanted to catch up so badly. Andrea, did the storm leave peacefully? Absolutely not. It still hasn't hit yet, but it's causing utter havoc up on the Gold Coast and part of Queensland. I'm not in Queensland. I'm safe. It's a beautiful, calm day here, but it's causing havoc up in Queensland. Vicious spiral. I react like a vampire to garlic. So do I. Mary, good afternoon, Orion from America's Dairyland, WI. Wisconsin? Is it Wisconsin? I don't know. What else could it be? Anyway. Madam Hay from Foggy, Maine. All right, cool. Silver selling. Hi from Michigan. Just moved here from New Hampshire. Cool. Faith is in Kentucky. I pronounced that correct. Arkansas correctly, Thomas, as I said it wrong. Damn it. Rocksteady, hey from Colorado. Welcome. Lots of people from Colorado. I appreciate that. Rosehaven from Columbus, Ohio. In other words, most people right now are from America. Is that right? Is anyone? Oh, and there's some from Germany and Europe. That's right. And a few from Australia. I take it all back. All right. Sorry if I haven't caught up. I'm doing my best. T-Man wants to know who's they. Oh, you mean the title of the stream? They meaning basically everyone who isn't autistic. Let's see. Helen, UK. Have you tried ginger tea for your tummy? Says Madam and Audica. I love ginger, by the way. I eat ginger a lot. I like eating ginger and drinking ginger. And so, yeah, it's great. Also really good for motion sickness and stuff. Let's see. Nakia, yes, I'm Australian. I hope you can tell, and I live in Australia. Sienna wants to know if can being sick, cause more autistic triggers, rage and things, more irritable than usual. Absolutely. You have to think about it logically. If you're autistic and you're unwell, you're experiencing things that are not the norm. So Your routine is interrupted, but also sensory issues and feelings, pain, discomfort. It will do nothing but dysregulate you and make you angry, upset, irrational, whatever. So absolutely. Just looking, it's snowing here in northern Canada. I'm not surprised to hear that. Hugh from New Jersey, hey. Helen, have a fantastic Friday, Orion. Thank you, Helen. I know it's very late in the UK. Matt, g'day from the UK as well. Joel from Sweden. Let's see. And by the way, Thomas, I actually did get that from the Michael Jackson song, my title. Asha in Tassie. Hey, Asha. In Tassie, I've already said hi to Asha, but hi to Tassie then. Let's see. Hi from Indiana, Orion. Sarah's Happy Hives. My grandson is named Orion. Wow. Neurodivergent. Jen is here. I feel like us Coloradans have the numbers to take over this chat. Did I say that right? It's Colorado, right? Coloradons. Shouldn't it be it's Colorado, it should be Coloradons, not Coloradans. Anyway. Where are we here? Asha, being unwell is a sensory nightmare. 100%. Seabaz from Southern Michigan, welcome. D, I'm in Rhode Island, but I've been to Australia. I got a tattoo in Sydney. Hey, that's cool. What kind of tattoo did you get? Was this during a short prison term or? Jennifer Lego, hey, from the USA, Indiana. I received your book and ready to start reading. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. And thank you for your support. Let me just quickly reply to that. My apologies. Okay. Thanks, Jennifer. I really appreciate your support. Let's see. Marvin. Hey, Orion. It's Marvin from Tucson, Arizona. Jojo. Isn't that Jojo? Is that the Jojo? The Get Back? Jojo was in Tucson, Arizona. Don't know. Coloradians or Coloradians, how we say it in my area of Ohio, says Thomas. There you go. Seabaz, I used to live in Pennsylvania. I had a neighbor named Orion Kelly. No, you didn't. That's ridiculous. Hello from the Netherlands, Joey. Hi. Cruz and Steve. Hi, I've seen your videos before, watched a few. Just a few. You know how many I have? Over 1,000, Steve. But thank you. You're going to testing in July, learn a little bit at a time. Hope that I get into this from evaluation. Joel diagnosed recently. Not sure if there's any point in having gotten the diagnosis, but now I know, I guess. Joel, I guess that's a great question a lot of people struggle with. What's the point? The community is here and they can certainly share their experiences. What is the point, guys, to getting a diagnosis? I think one of the clear points is, and please share your thoughts, guys. Then one of the clear points is, this is why you are who you are. You're not bad. You're not broken. You're not someone who is wrong in every way. You are different. You are autistic. I think that's one of the key reasons why getting a diagnosis makes sense. A lot of people get to the point in their life where they just feel so pushed down, just feel so broken and belittled and rejected and hated and discarded that they just want to die. And if someone tells you, actually, you're none of those things. You have a different brain. You're autistic. I think that in itself is priceless, frankly. Now, of course, then you can use that if people want. They can use that diagnosis to then try and look for things that can better their life, accommodations and supports and things. Um, so yeah, that would be my thoughts on that. Hang on. Rock steady. Maybe altitude has something to do with autism. We are at 5,000. 5,250 feet here. I don't. I think. Are you saying you're watching this from a plane, or you're up in a mountain, or you're just in a highly elevated area? Anyway, not sure what that all means. And thank you, Vicious Spiral. I appreciate that you love the book. It's very nice for you. Artist on the Spectrum from Toronto. Hey. All right. I've lost. I've lost my way, so I'm just not going to get stuck, bogged down in trying to catch up. If there's things important you want to say, put them in the comments again, and I'll try to do my best to find them. Josephine, hi. Lots of people sharing their thoughts on the value or the point of getting a diagnosis later in life. I think it's bloody fantastic. You're doing great jobs. Yeah, and Matter makes a great point too, being able to look back on your life with a brand new perspective. Access therapies through government assistance, ASHA in Australia, Interdivergent, High. Some really great thoughts. Nikaya diagnosed early in life at 4 by the looks of it, so a very different experience. Autistic Jenny, you're feeling stuck in autistic inertia today? Well, I can understand that. Stimming is great. Stimming is great. Okay. Marvin, thanks for the shout out. You are the reason I know I'm autistic. I was 67 years old when I discovered your videos. Well, I'm so glad you've discovered them and you got something that was owed to you a long time ago. Artist on the Spectrum, Orion, you were the first person I heard that sounded like me, that I was born to suffer. Okay, I'm glad you can relate to that. Learning you're autistic is a lifesaver. I agree. And that's one of the main benefits of it, I think. So people are sharing some great thoughts here on what is the point of like diagnosis? You know, what's the benefits? What's the point? You get it and then you're like, oh, great. Okay, well, I know now. But there's so many more points than that. 100%. Totally agree. Totally agree. Sorry. Trigger warning. Oh, help me, Jesus. That's good. All right. I am doing my best to stay on top of the comments. At the very top there, have you guys selected live chat or is yours top chat? Because at the top of the chat, there's a drop-down menu. So I've selected live chat. So hopefully that means I'm getting as they come in. So hopefully that's happening. And I'm not missing people's comments. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just a little fast at the moment. 142 people watching and 51 people have liked the stream, which means you all hate what's happening right now. Asha, don't commend me. because I'm not keeping up. um, Whitney, diagnosed 3 years after your son. Exactly. A great experience, a very common experience for late diagnosed autistic people of this generation, right? We were kind of a lost generation, slipped through the cracks, and we needed a child to kind of show it. And, but for us, that child would not have been autistic because, we made them. It's a simple fact. Groovy Lisa, hey, how are you? You need to spin. Nakai, well, exactly. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Seabaz, you are being nice about the comments as well. Keep in mind, guys, I'm not actually keeping up with them. I'm very sorry. Interdivergent, like the stream, peeps. What's not to like about Orion? He's a bloody legend. Thank you, Interdivergent. I appreciate that. The fact of the matter is 151 people are watching at the moment and only 66 people have liked the stream. And that's okay. I understand. Now it's 69. I don't care. I don't base my life based on live stream likes. But I want them to rise. 78. That's good. I'll take 78. Vicious spiral alpha. That's fascinating what you're talking about with your diagnosis. And I totally understand the idea of people that would refer to you as someone who is really good at masking. And as always, I'd much prefer you guys chat and hang out in the chat and spend too much time focusing on me, because I feel like it's hard for me to just talk for no reason, where you guys, unless you trigger me or say something or ask a question that triggers me. But apart from that, and I rant, there you go. Groovy Lisa's done that. She's done that, or she's already started. She's got me going. But please introduce yourself. If you see a question, that's right, Whitney, hit the like button for Conan, my son. One of my sons. I have 2 of them. But he's the 11-year-old autistic kid. Can you believe? Have you watched videos of mine? Can I just say this? Have you guys watched videos of mine? And I go, hey, I've got a 6-year-old autistic son. Yeah, my 7-year-old autistic son. I'm now saying my 11-year-old autistic son. You can't, this is the thing, right? You can't date things any better than that. Like, I'll see some of my videos that pop up or whatever, and I'm talking about my 6-year-old autistic son. And I think to myself, oh my God, he's 11. Seriously, how fast did that go? Damn it, man. The kid's almost a teenager. God help us all. God help us all. Okay, Brittany, is your autistic son having any issues at school? Brittany, when isn't he? And are all the issues as a result of him? No. All the issues, as a rule, are as a result of schools and educators, like the title of this live stream, not really giving the slightest crap about providing any kind of reasonable adjustments to help an autistic child get some level of education. Their only goal is to keep them alive and push them out at the other end of schooling, illiterate, and just, thank God they're gone. That's all I give a shit about. I'd like to say it's not the truth, but it just is the truth. The only thing they care about is saying things that seem to be the right things to say, but doing bugger all. So, yeah. Just bloody stupid. And Conan being 11 in grade 5, as you start to get older, people think he needs less help now. He needs less adjustments or accommodations because he's older. And that just could not be further from the truth. It's bloody stupid. It's bloody stupid. Anyway, so I don't think I'll look back on my life and I'll probably say the hardest, most draining most spirit-breaking time of my entire life was advocating for my child through schooling. I don't think there'll be anything worse. And every year it starts again. You got to start telling the new people the same stuff every year. So, yeah, it's just bloody stupid. All right. I do remember, I forgot who it was. There was a flower in your name. You did ask me if I was excited or ready for a new season of Love on the Spectrum. Are you? Because it's not all about my opinion. Are you excited? Will I watch? Groovy Lisa, it was you. Will I watch the season 3 American version on Netflix? Absolutely. Why will I watch it? Because I'm an autistic guy. I create content to advocate, and I want to make sure that it's doing the right thing. Will it do the right thing? No. Will it treat them properly? No. Will it do any good for them? No. But I'll watch it. You just have to go back through my, I think I have a playlist, a Love on the Spectrum playlist, but go back through my videos and see when I started to review Love on the Spectrum, the Australian version and then the American version. I eventually gave up for the same reason why I feel like school is draining. I can't give up on school, but I can give up on smashing my head against a brick wall that is the production company that does Love on the Spectrum. Just utterly unsatisfactory. Their entire mindset and how they treat autistic people, how they treated Australian cast members, how they've treated American cast members, literally starting season 1 and then getting the people on season 1 that came across, too high functioning or no support needs or too normal and firing them. In other words, not inviting them back. All right, guys. You guys, yeah, you're a bit too normal for us, so piss off. We're going to get we're going to exploit and take advantage of other autistic people who are a little bit more autistic for the audience. So yeah. But Groovy Lisa, your point is really important. You wanted to see more high functioning autistic people. Okay, well, so in other words, lower support needs, lower care needs, because that would relate to you more. And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're goddamn right. And why is that? It's because, so there's two things to think about. Here we go, rant-wise, stand by. Two things. Number one, okay, if we have lower support needs, lower care needs, some might say high functioning. Is it a dirty word or not? I don't really care. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. Okay. If we have those people on, who are they going to date? Well, they could really date anyone. Don't have to be autistic. Don't have to have a disability of any kind. Love on the Spectrum have this obsession with getting these people and setting up on dates with either other autistic people, other people with other types of conditions or disabilities, or people that might not even connect with them, right? And then create drama. So they don't care about finding people for them. Okay, but then they're like, you know what? This is actually quite boring because you're coming across relatively normal because it's a TV show. You're on a date. There's lots of masking. You are masking your way through it. They edit it down, and then they get the idea. Oh, hang on, this makes no sense. It's bloody boring, right? It doesn't provide good content, and that's what it's all about for us. We're not trying to help these, lower support needs autistic people find love. We're trying to find content. It should be called content on the spectrum. Anyway, so we'll piss them off. Let's get some high support needs, high care needs people who are adults who will still be guided through episodes with their parents or by their parents. And by the way, if we want an opinion on what the autistic person thought or felt, we'll ask their bloody mum. What are you asking their parents? They have, listen, they're autistic. Okay? They can speak for themselves one way or another. Stop asking the parents what they think. No. But this is great. These people are so much more entertaining. because they're nowhere close to looking normal, right? Normal, not for us. I mean by stereotypical means. So all they're really doing is, instead of providing people watching with people they can relate to and providing them with opportunities to find meaningful relationships and you to get, tips and thoughts and ideas, they're moving all that away, and they're getting people who might not even be emotionally ready, or will not find someone on a dating show, and who are going to look and sound completely different to the norm, and are going to provide content and are exploiting them and taking advantage of them. And that's, from my point of view, that's my take on the whole situation. And a great example, I saw Groovy Lisa. You're right. I think her name was Caitlin in the American season 1. She's very big on socials, right? She's got a very big following on Insta, maybe TikTok, definitely Insta. She was on season 1 in the American version and wasn't invited back for season 2. Now, I don't know if she's on season 3. I can't answer that question, but wasn't invited back for season 3. Kaylin, was it? Okay. I remember a post of hers. Now, she backtracked, probably because they bullied her. A post of hers, not long after season 1, before season 2, saying, that there was no discussion that she wouldn't be a part of it. And then, eventually, she was in a way kind of ghosted or pushed out or not included. Yeah. And how that made her feel. And after that, it was a bit of a change of heart, bit of a backtrack. I put that down to pure bullying by a production company who only care about exploiting a specific class of, vulnerable people, disabled people, for financial gain. Do you think they do it and give it to Netflix out of the goodness of their heart for free? No. They're getting paid money to do this show. So how much money are they giving to the autistic people on this show? 0. And why is that? Because they class it as a documentary. Don't have to pay people on documentaries. In fact, it's a reality dating show. It was even used in the Netflix titles as reality dating show. That was how Netflix categorized it. But Northern Pictures, the production company, refused to acknowledge that. No, it's a documentary, so we don't have to pay them, right? So they don't give them it. They're taking advantage of autistic people for entertainment of the masses, to look at them like they're kids or puppy dogs, right? To patronize them for financial gain and providing nothing. Maybe some meal allowances. Oh, wow. You fed them. You fed a group of disabled people who are working for you. You're a saint. Now, you might go, well, what's the difference, mate? No. In America, if you're on a reality TV show, just as a standard regular dude that rocks up, yeah, it might only be hundreds of dollars a week. Like let's say you go on a reality show, not as a celebrity, but as a regular person. They might give you, say, $500 a week, maybe. I don't know. Great. Give it to them. Give it to them. Back pay them. Northern Pictures. Every person who's ever participated in Love on the Spectrum, Australia or America, presumably they're going to the UK next. They can't. It's isn't it? It's a bit like the snake oil salesman. They go from town to town until the town turns on them. Anyway, pay them, work it out, charge interest, and pay them, because it's not a documentary. You could take this into the court of law and actually show the footage. See, documentaries aren't edited for entertainment, and also documentaries aren't intervened upon. Have you ever watched a David Attenborough documentary? Exactly, Jennifer. Have you ever watched a David Attenborough documentary where David Attenborough has intervened on an attack to stop one animal killing another? Have you ever? No, because it's a documentary documenting something at arm's length. Let me ask you this. Have you ever watched an episode of Love on the Spectrum and heard a producer or the director off camera intervene and change the trajectory of a scene? For example, do you realize that person there can see that you're ticking no on the speed dating form in front of her? She can see you're writing no. You stopped. You asked her one question.
She said, doesn't like that. And you've just started to go, no, no, no. And she's right there. Right. And what happens? The autistic person freaks out. Oh my God, I thought the rules are you're supposed to ask them questions and then say yes or no. That's right. I was just doing the rules. Oh no, now she hates me, or I feel like a horrible person. This is not what I wanted, right? No, 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 no. That's not an autistic. See, this is a person coming in and intervening, and that's just the surface. You guys have 1,000 other examples of where the producer off camera has led autistic people in different directions, has prompted or led them in different directions. That's not a documentary. That's David Attenborough going into the wild and interacting, right? Or changing the trajectory of what was going to happen with the animals. Right? A documentary is a documentary. It's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. So, yeah, it just frustrates me, that's all. I just get frustrated by it. Anyway. Distracted because I got so excited, I literally just knocked over my coffee. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's okay. It's just me. But there's a little bit of, just give me a second here, okay? It's not good. All my scripts. They're all my scripts. Am I supposed to just flip out now and freak out live on the stream? Or I'll be honest with you, the energy I'm now using up to not freak out will cost me my energy for the next week. Just going to throw this in the bin. And I've run out of tissues already. Hi, welcome back to an autistic guy gets overexcited, knocks over a coffee, spills it all over stuff, and then freaks out internally without showing it to the world. Oh, for Christ's sake. And the one time I'm out of tissues. Anyway. Now I love coffee, by the way, but now my study is going to smell like coffee where I record and do content, which I think is kind of in a way good and bad. I mean, it's gone through my scripts, man. It's on the bottom of the back of the scripts. Okay. Well, that went well. I appreciate it. That was fantastic. That went really well. I mean, literally, I've got a cup here that's designed to not spill, but it's open for me to drink. So anyway, it would have been worse if it was a mug. Luckily for me, these are Word documents printed out. So obviously all my scripts are still saved on my computer. I'm scared to let it go now, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm scared to let my coffee go. Anywho. Luckily, it didn't get any computers. It didn't get my keyboard, my microphone, my mouse, my computer. It went away from my computer. This is my computer space here, and it went over here. So that's, you can still see it, in fact. Anyway. Don't you hate too when you think you've cleaned it up and then you realize that, like, it's still, the cup's still making a mess, which means there's still coffee somewhere. You think it's all gone, then you find more. All right. Where were we before I got passionate and spilt my coffee? Where were we? we talked about love. Thanks, Helen. We talked about love on the spectrum. We can just move on, right? Oh God, you've made interdivergent. You've freaked me out again. Is it on the floor? You're asking. No, I think the paper soaked it up. So yeah, but I tell you what, it's a gift that keeps on giving. Love on the spectrum. It not only caused me to melt, it caused me to freak out and trigger on my own live stream. It caused me to put coffee everywhere. But anyway. I guess the last thing I'd say on the whole love on the spectrum thing is, even if you say, but hey, look, Orion, maybe they're making people happy. The question is, well, how are they doing it though? That would be my question. If they're making people happy watching it, are the people watching it happy because they're like is it infantilizing? You know, they're looking at these people as babies or puppy dogs. These are grown men and women. They may have high care needs. These are grown men and women, and somehow people think it's so cute or you know, beautiful, but it's patronizing, and then they're putting them in situations, you know, where again, it's just trying to come across like, you know, kittens and puppy dogs and. Anyway. Well, Catherine, I think that's a good point. The basis of love on the spectrum, where they kind of get neurodivergent people to really only go on dates with, you know, other neurodivergent people, or even just other people with one form or another disability. It's one, you know, ableist, but two, it shows this is content. See, a documentary allows the people to seek and date whomever they wish. That's documentary. A reality dating show, in effect, sets up the scenarios, or even more specifically, the dates. And there's no content, there's no entertainment value in neurodivergent people picking their own dates for the most part. You need to have neurodivergent people dating neurodivergent people so you can have the double car crash. And that's the only reason. Interdivergent, it's absolutely right. It's like the National Autism Strategy. Not interested in the full spectrum experience, absolutely. But yeah. It's frankly, the Love on the Spectrum is nothing more than a glorified, commercialized exploitation of a class of disabled people, and that's just a factual statement. I mean, even if they paid them a reality show fee of a couple of $100 or $500 a week, even then, that doesn't do anything but prove that it is a reality show, and therefore they're using autistic people as cast members on an edited show where they have no control over, what they're doing. That's the reverse of a documentary, but also that's quite damaging and exploiting, and there's not. I don't think there's anything about that that's even morally or ethically acceptable. So it's just a joke. It's just a joke. They don't. To say they care is a joke. If they care, right, pay the people who are making the show, but also pay the people who are the cast on the show. Like, pay your bills and then give the rest of the money to an autistic society or an autistic organization. But no, we're doing this to make money. It's a corporation. We're trying to make profits here. So then you're not. You don't care. I mean, you can't just grab a class of disabled people and go, we're going to use you as a commodity. We're going to exploit you as a resource from the ground or something. So it bothers me too, because it's been going for so long, because it started in Australia. It bothers me too that, that more autistic people, aren't making noise about it. It seems like I'm the only person that bangs on about it, making noise about it, being more openly public about it, with regards to Netflix and the Love on the Spectrum production company, Northern Pictures, and all the people involved. No one seems to be kind of trying to bring energy or attention to it like it's something that needs to be talked about. So yes, we are talking about Love on the Spectrum, if you're wondering. Love on the Spectrum, which is the US version. I believe season 3 is coming out on Netflix soon. That's what we've been talking about. Yeah. When I talk about giving the money to organizations, I obviously don't mean bad organizations. That's 100% right. I agree, Brittany. I was more talking about, look, if you want to, if you're going to, if you're trying to help autistic people, that's your premise, then okay, pay your bills. Everyone who worked on it gets paid, no worries. Or, the editors, the crew, everyone, right? Producers, blah, great, no worries. But then also pay the people that were the cast, not doing that. And then don't make a profit, pay the people, and then give the money to an organization that helps autistic people. I mean, that's the true thing. That's not what they're going to do. And I guess that's the point I'm making. And frankly, the whole premise of the paid thing is quite interesting, isn't it? Even if they said we would never work a camera or hold a mic or produce or edit a show if it wasn't our job and weren't paid for it. Yet you're going to work and doing that using a cast who are there for free. And you're okay with that. And it's not just a cast, it's a cast of neurodivergent people. A cast of a class of people who are already a minority who are treated, badly. It doesn't make any sense. DJ Black. Meg did a video about it. About what? Love on the Spectrum? Is that what you said? I mean, I've done many videos about Love on the Spectrum. The way I do them, by the way, which might be different to Meg, is I'll watch an episode and I'll provide you with, point by point thoughts from my own brain based on what I think about the show. I don't show the show. I don't use the content. I just give you my thoughts and opinions. So that's the video I did on it. Presumably the video you're talking about would have been constant bombardment of other people's content, watching Love on the Spectrum, watching footage, watching other people talk about it, TikToks, Instagrams, Reddits, and 1% to 2% of the actual content creator talking or providing their own original content. So yes, I've definitely done videos on it, which are absolutely my content, and that I provide genuine and proper thoughts and feelings. In fact, I even had a conversation directly with the production company and spoke about that on a video. So yeah. But with regards to like, have I seen videos where it's pretty much 99% everyone else's content and 1% the person making the video's content? I've got absolutely no interest in ever watching anything like that ever. And even more so once I'm dead. Ernestine, hi. Yeah, furry slippers. Doesn't matter how old you are. People are still going to be condescending, patronizing, infantilizing towards you as someone, who's autistic, neurodivergent. That's just absolute facts. 100% facts. Agree completely, wholeheartedly. Artists on the spectrum, have a great day or great evening. Appreciate you being here. God, my phone was on the other side of the desk before, huh? That would have gone badly. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm taking a breath from that last trigger, that last rant. So it's a hot button issue, isn't it? Hot button issue. Anything else worth getting ranting about? That reminds me. My 3D printed calendar. So basically, every day you take a thing off, the earth is exposed. And at the end of the year, I'll have a full earth on this black plate. See the top of the earth there? How cool is that? So I'm badly behind. What is it? It's the 7th of March. I haven't done it since February. Big surprise, huh? Here we go. You just rip it off. 7th of March. Is this me, or do you check the same thing 40 times? I keep checking. It's definitely the 7th of March. Here we go. This is the last one I can remove, I believe. "3D Earth." Just from the paper that's been coming off. Pretty cool, huh? Eventually, by the end of the year, I'll have this cool 3D globe. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Asher, you've seen those? Yeah, I believe you can get them in so many different designs. I got it as a Christmas present, and it's really cool. The first thing I thought though was, sorry, hang on. You're saying that this Christmas present I've just got won't even be visible, complete by Christmas next year. I've literally got to wait till the end of this year before it even looks like I just want to. Can I just make the year go away now? Anna, hello. First time here. Well, welcome, Anna. I'm Orion Kelly, that autistic guy. What's the live about? It's about whatever you want it to be about, my friend. Steve, g'day. G'day, Steve. Hi, Orion. Thank you for your work. My fiance is trying to get diagnosed. Her son's already diagnosed. Enjoy your work and very helpful. Cheers. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. Angie, yes, I understand. How accurate the globe is, landmass precise. Nikki P, recently diagnosed, autistic, great, and got diagnosed with lung cancer. Oh my goodness. Sorry to hear that. Lisa, you bought one of my t-shirts, the loading one. Oh, right, that's cool. And love the material. I'm happy to hear that. Organized chaos is pretty much exactly what it is, Ernestine. That's the live stream. Oh, man. Ernestine, my YouTube plaques, it's still haunted. It's right there. I think you can see it behind my. So I can't do this backwards crap. You can see it behind my head, yeah? I honestly can't do it. Up is down, down is up, left is right. Anyway, it still jumps off from time to time. I swear. Oh my god. What a week. What a week. And it's about to be a long weekend for me, which you might think, hey, how cool is that? It's like, no, it's not. It's 3 days instead of 2 days of a complete routine stop, and I have kids. Ernestine, when you say you used to be a paranormal investigator, is that a joke, or did you really used to be? Because I'm ridiculously fascinated by that. Angie says, any autistic people here that have experienced significant chest pains related to anxiety and panic when you're like seriously debating going to ED or emergency department, ER? I mean, I definitely have, is from anxiety and things, absolutely. And I think in those instances, you have to play it safe. You really have to get checked out. It makes more sense. Like, you don't want to just always say it's this when it could be actually something seriously wrong, and that would be bad. So I think it makes more sense to just get checked out one way or another. So you really were, Ernestine, you really were a paranormal investigator. You ran tours, the old Melbourne jail. Wow. That's cool. That is very cool. I'm fascinated by that. What did kind of like what that meant? What did that mean? What did you actually do? How did you do it? What did you find? Yeah. A-Train Brain, love your content, Orion. Keep it up, man. Hope you recover your spoons from the coffee spill. Been there. Got to get back to work now, though. Take care, everyone. Thanks, A-Train Brain. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Why the title, though, Space? Look, it's just a title, to be honest with you. It has no real bearing or meaning on anything, not that anything ever does. So yeah. Now that's something I've never seen before. I now have more likes than viewers. That's good. We've turned a corner there. Conan will be happy. Vicious Spiral Alpha, bedtime for you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Let's see. Thanks for all your help, Whitney. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. Talk to you soon. Sonic, that sounds interesting. You should always give things a go if you think it's something you might want to do. Scotty, what an awesome question. What a great question. I'm sure we do. I don't know. Ernestine, so with the paranormal investigation, you used all manner of electromagnetic equipment to rule out manipulation. I've been touched by no one, rocks thrown at me in an empty room, and that's not even the craziest. Well, we didn't ask for not the craziest, but wow, that's crazy. Hey, I think if I was ever going to be touched, I'd prefer it to be by no one. Josh, great question. How do you plan to survive the long weekend and your change in routine? Barely. Josh, barely. That's my answer. I mean, okay, so I will kill all expectations. One of the keys to surviving is to relinquish expectations. So, for example, but on Mondays, I achieve this, this, and this. Okay, Monday's a public holiday. There's no expectations of me achieving any work or any things I need to achieve that I'd usually achieve on Mondays on this Monday because it's not a normal Monday. So my expectations go down. Rather than, well, but it's Monday to me and I still have to work. So, and on weekends, I have different expectations too because my boys are home. So, I don't have expectations of doing little, if any, work. I hope that makes sense. I really think expectations are a key to helping autistic people through different things, because we always have expectations of what we usually achieve or want to achieve, and when we suddenly realize we can't, it catastrophizes. Danny, welcome. Welcome. Appreciate it. Welcome to the to my inner stars. I appreciate it. It's great to have you. And I appreciate you joining the members. And Furry Slippers, welcome as well. It's great to have you. Jackie, thank you. Appreciate that. Asha, the change in routine going from summer holidays to back at school has been rough on me. I'm so exhausted. I've been getting cold sores, which is a big sign I need to slow down. Well, look, I agree with you. I hate the end of summer holidays, not because they're over. I like that because the boys go back to school, but because it's like you keep yourself alive, going, and then you just feel exhausted and you crash, and it's just, it's horrible. Sue Collins. Hi, Sue. How are you? Jennifer, it has been a while. It's been more than a while, Jennifer. I can't believe I remember you I remember Jennifer, you, and there's a thing about Jennifer's in my community, but Jennifer, I remember, I don't know, Gauthier, I'm not sure how you say it, but I remember you in my live streams at the very start, just about. Where have you been? Do you have a letter? Ernestine, you got some bloody great experiences. Thank you for sharing them. Viking Farts, g'day from Donuts or Pastries. Oh, God, don't start me on that again. Stacey, I'm glad you love this community, and thank you for being here. And by the way, if you haven't, everyone hasn't introduced each other or hung out and chatted, please do it. Stacey, today what we're doing is just hanging out, talking to other people in the chat, connecting, answering questions, that kind of stuff. Annette Butler, thank you for being such a fantastic member of our community and channel member. You're awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You've been working a lot, but it's really lovely to see me, Jennifer. Well, not so lovely, Jennifer, because it's been bloody years, mate. But thank you. Anna, so you're talking about daydreaming, maladaptive daydreaming. You think it could be a form of stimming? I do. I think a lot of times people can go, you're zoned out, or you've gone to another place, or where have you gone, kind of thing. I do think that is a type of stimming, a type of mental regulation. And bottom line is, for those that don't know, stimming is self-stimulatory behavior, and it's basically any type of repetitive movement, action, and actions don't have to be touching or doing things. They could be making noises, right? So repeating the same word or phrase, or hearing something in nature, or repeating your own words. So different types of things. But in other words, it's a type of stimulating behavior that we use to soothe or regulate. Interdivergent, can you daydream if you have aphantasia? It's an interesting question. Well, look, what you definitely can do is you might not be able to visualize things specifically, but you can peacefully go somewhere else in your mind. And it might be nothing, right? Or something that's not visual so much, but I think you can. Silver Selling Machine. Wow. And thank you. It's always great to have more people as part of our community and our members. Thank you for your support. It really helps. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you, Silver Selling Machine. Let's see. Johnson, 35, male in the US, was diagnosed autistic in your mid-20s and you still struggle to say it out loud. So obviously talking to people about being autistic. Have you guys experienced a similar thing? Talk to Johnson in the chat. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong or weird about that. Just because it helps you or it makes you feel positive or different or whatever doesn't mean that it's something that you want everyone to know or share with everyone. And I agree. Why would you if without knowing, you were always treated by people badly for being different? Why would a label help you in their minds? So I do acknowledge and understand that. Absolutely. Jennifer Gautier, is that what, did I say it right now? Jennifer Gautier? Asha, you're talking about things your pop did. And you know what? This is a thing, right? Autism, in many cases, is pure genetics. So if you're an autistic person, then one of your parents, in most cases, is the reason why you're autistic. Doesn't mean one of your parents is autistic at a diagnostic level. Not always, but it has to come from somewhere. It could have come from one of their parents. So some might go, oh, my dad's so like me, or my grandfather is so like me, or my mum is absolutely the autistic one. I think that's the key. So when you talk about experiences of your parents or your grandparents, you're 100% right. It didn't come from you. It was given to you down the line. I still didn't get it right, Jennifer. I mean, you wrote the words goat and yay. Goat and yay. And I said, Gautier? Gautier? But I got it wrong, I think. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's more like, so in Quebec, okay, so we're going French Canadian here, which makes it harder for me because of the accent. It's more like goat, sier. Goatsier. God damn it. Go, TS, to sier. Go to sier. Go to sier. Go to sier. Go to sier. I can't do it. Now you're saying no. Now I've stuffed it up worse. Is that what you're saying? Mark? Oh, I was reading that message. It's gone. Maybe you're retyping it. I apologize. I'll read it when you retype it. Jennifer, you had it the first time. I didn't have it the first time. You just said I didn't get it right. Oh, damn it. Gautier. Well, you know what? I like it either way. It's a great bloody name, and it is what it is. Josh, fascinating question, my friend. You talked about, obviously autism being genetic. Some people use the phrase hereditary, but really we're just talking about, the genes of people before us. But would speculate, is it evolutionary? Now the question, here's the thing with that, right? This is the thing, if you want to talk about evolution, my understanding, and this is not a form of study I've done. My understanding is that evolution is basically how creatures have evolved over time to adapt to their circumstances and therefore become better, right? better in the circumstances. So they've adapted over time to add the things they need to thrive, right? I guess that's what I would see it as. Right. So if that's the case, if that's the case, then would you say that all autistic people born today are have things that neurotypical people don't have that allows them to thrive at a higher level than neurotypical people in the world? Now, I would say absolutely not. You couldn't have said a more wrong thing, right? So is it evolutionary? Well, I mean, on what basis? That would be my question. How can it be evolutionary if the whole point of it is that you're evolving over time to thrive in your world or your circumstances? When frankly, autistic people born right now today will absolutely struggle at a much higher rate than neurotypical people to thrive in the world they live in. Therefore, we are not, so. Is it beneficial to be born autistic in 2025? This is a debate where you could have two teams and they both win the debate. Yes, there's benefits to it. But in general terms, if we're just being really general, is it beneficial to be born autistic in 2025? Absolutely not. Why would it be? Absolutely not. The world is a hard, tough place. And people go, oh, the technology's brought us closer together. What a load of crap. The world is at the point now where we are further apart than we've ever been. We are further apart than we've ever been. And everyone's obsessed with nations, right? We're not humans that live on planet Earth, right? We're Americans or Canadians or Australians, and we don't live on Earth. We live in Australia or America. What a load of shit. Pinch out, guys. Pinch out. You live on some land on a planet, right? So we are humans that live on Earth. So ironically, by making ourselves super focused on zooming in, we've in fact pushed everyone further out. That's just my opinion. And by the way, last time I checked, no one's ever going to say, look, I want to give you some advice, mate, to my son. Son, I want to give you some advice. If you ever want to make friends and keep them, what you need to do is treat them badly. Get your friends and treat them badly. Just treat your friends badly. You could belittle them in public. You could take away all the things that are mutually beneficial. You could treat them badly. You could call them names. You could make fun of them. You could punch them in the face. Just treat your friends badly and everything will be okay. Now, who in their right mind would tell their child that's the way to keep friends? You treat your friends badly, they're going to treat you badly back. So this is not a good philosophy for bringing anyway. The bottom line is we're bloody humans, mate. We're not even from Earth. There's parts of Mars in us. There's parts of the moon in us. There's shitloads of stardust. Like there's nothing about us that are Earthlings. We're human beings and we live on Earth. So yeah, that's about all I can kind of say about that. But I find these conversations fascinating. Don't take my passion for offensiveness or anger or outrage. Absolutely not. This is my passion for just ranting about these kind of things. Great conversations. Bloody fantastic conversations. Love these conversations. An hour and 20 you've been going for, huh? It's been going for a while, my friends. Danny. Hey, Orion, not sure if you remember me, but I'm Danny from the PMDD video. I'm currently studying in psychology and hoping to progress research for autism and PMDD. Here's a thanks for taking me seriously and making the video. Hey, Danny, you don't need to thank me or give me anything. Trust me. I mean, I absolutely appreciate it. You're extremely kind. But could I say that without your email and your experiences, which I went into, I put that on the video, without your experiences and your email and all the information you gave me, I wouldn't have even thought about it. And I certainly wouldn't have been able to make that video. So to you personally, thank you so much for being a part of that video and making it come true. It's, yeah, because it was, you know, what's funny, Danny, it was probably a video. I was like, I've never heard of this before. But it sounds fascinating, but will people be interested? But I can't tell you how many people were like, wow, that video really saved my life. Like, you know, like, this is real. I mean, even neurotypical people watched that video and were diagnosed after that. So it changed a lot of people's lives. You changed a lot of people's lives. So thank you. And there's Asha. You've got a comment as well there to Danny. You were told PMDD doesn't exist by a GP and have not been brave enough to approach a doctor about it since. That was 9 years ago. So since seeing a doctor, you've had an extra 9 years of suffering. I'm sorry to hear that. But yes. So thank you, Danny. It's very, very kind. I really do appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Anna, you want to talk about if an autistic person can be a good criminologist, or is it out of reach? Nothing's out of reach in the end. If it's a passion of yours and you want to work on it and work hard. So I don't think so. No, I mean, look, from my point of view personally, let me first say that when I went to uni, and again, as an autistic person, I didn't go to uni out of high school. I went to uni later in life as an adult. Why? Autistic people are different. Our timing's different. It's never too late. Okay, and I I studied criminology. I did criminology. I also studied law, but specifically, criminology to me was fascinating. I love it. I've still got books from it. I'm sure I've still got books from it. Let me find it. This one is Crime, Criminality, and Criminal Justice, right? It's a great book. I loved this book. And it's the smell of it though, it gives me PTSD. I'm not joking when I say that. From the trauma from university as an autistic person, the smell of the book opening it up, I get PTSD. Just think about sniffing it though. Why, Orion? Why are you sniffing it? You just said it just gives you trauma. I can't stop sniffing it. Anyway, bloody fascinating. Absolutely bloody fascinating. Anyway, everyone has different challenges and strengths. What I would say, though, is if it's something you're genuinely passionate about, of course, autistic people can be bloody great criminologists. Absolutely. And I think we really have an insight too, because, so for example, let me be clear with me. Okay, so I'm a white male studying criminology. What do I know about the effect of the criminal justice system on minorities? Could be racial minorities, socioeconomical minorities. What do I know about that? I'm a white male. That's what people are going to think. Guess what? I'm autistic. If there's anyone who can relate to, disproportionate criminal justice contact or disproportionate treatment of minorities, an autistic person can. So in many ways, we're bloody cut out for that stuff, frankly. So yeah, now I've got to put it back. One more sniff. Whew. I hope that helps. Angie, you talking about EDS? I've done a video on that as well, EDS and hyperflexibility, really recently, and I found that to be a really fascinating topic as well. There's and my video talks about the correlation or the connection between people who are neurodivergent, autistic, and have EDS, or just a form of hyper flexibility, which there's HEDS is a thing too. Danny, I'm glad to hear that. You genuinely tear up reading those comments. I can't believe I've done something, and I plan to keep trying to push for change. Well, look, if you are reading the comments on the PMDD video that you basically created for me and shared your experience, then I hope you're filled with all the energy you need to keep going, because I guarantee it. The podcast version and the standard YouTube version, I've obviously got the two different channels, are both legit. I mean, if you go to the Orion Kelly podcast channel, not this channel, and look at the comments on that one as well. So they've reached all manner of people on different platforms, and it's fantastic. You've done a really incredible thing, and really helped a lot of people. So now, Anna, the criminology thing isn't out of your reach, and I agree. You will have a lot of stress around interactions and studying and different kind of things like that. But you've got to try and do it your way. And just keep in mind that what you're actually investing in is a passion of yours, and you can do, you really can do it, and you can achieve, something that's important to you. Okay. Well, I reckon an hour and a half is about enough for me. It has to have been enough for you guys, surely, because we've had so many people watch and so many people comment, that it's been a bloody fantastic live stream. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you to each and every person who's been here to watch it and say hey and like it. And that's right, Danny. You're absolutely right to Anna, letting her know. I mean, you do psychology, and it's criminal psychology and criminology, all very linked. And you do it, and Anna can definitely do it. I totally agree. Neurodivergent is waving goodbye. I didn't know you were here, mate. I haven't seen you in about an hour. I feel that's quite rude. I would have hoped to get a bit more interaction from you, but anyway, thanks for nothing, neurodivergent, if that's even your real name. What are you, a Coloradian? Bloody Coloradians. Anyway, just joking. Thank you, each and every one of you guys. Thanks, Asha. Wave question mark. Jen, go to hell, Jen. Go to hell, Jen. Okay. See, I would have been giving a crap much longer if she just stuck her head up, but I don't know what she's been doing. She's been secretly listening. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it, guys. You are fantastic. It's great to have you here and experience all your things. Each and every one of you. Asha, Kayla, Cyber, Viking, Ethan, Beeb, Kayla, Fairy Slippers, beauty activists, Sue Collins, Andrea, Rosalie, Danny, Furry Slippers, Ernestine, Helen, Madam, Anne, HQ, Dennis, Interdivergent, Catsy. Breathe is saying hello. Breathe, goodbye. It's not you, it's me. Interdivergent. Everyone I've missed. I'm so sorry, but you're all amazing. Welcome. Neurodivergent is welcoming someone. Thanks, Sonic. Enjoyed the chat too. Thanks to everyone. No one knows what 333 means. Jen. No one knows what you're talking about, mate. No one knows what you're talking about. It's a bit like watching a video of yours. I can't follow it. Can you follow it? Oh, God, help me. Anyway, by the way, if you've seen Neurodivergent's latest video, and you haven't, you should go check it out. All I'm saying is, if you've seen Neurodivergent's latest video, all I'm saying is, if you ever met her or talked to her or like an acquaintance of hers, she only sees you as an object. Trust me. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go and watch her most recent video, Limerence or something. That's right. Anyone who knows Jen in any capacity, even just remotely, she just sees you as an object, mate. Okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I think it's the right thing to do because I don't see you as an object. I see you as a genuinely important, caring person, part of my community. And I, love each and every one of you. Jen, on the other hand, object. Go and watch her video, mate. It's not me. Hey. It's her goddamn mouth talking, potentially. It's out of sync. She can't plug her mic in properly and it never looks right. But apart from that, she's doing some great content. Oh, God. All right. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. She's gone. She's not coming back. She's not coming back anytime soon. Don't worry about her. She's gone to watch her video again just to make sure she didn't say that. She did. Trust me. Go watch it. I'm too tired to come up with a witty response. I'll think of something and email it to you. You're not too tired, Jen. You're just not funny. Oh, man. All right, I'm going before I get myself in trouble. Then again, I'm just an object to her, so it makes no difference. Actually, I'm not an object. I'm an LO. No, that's not. Is that right? We're all LOs to her. LOs, guys. Short for limerence object or something. I don't bloody know what the hell she's talking about. Angie, by the way, this is pure jokes between me and a friend. Don't take it seriously. Yes, she's telling a ghost to attack me now, apparently. I've got a better chance of that T-Rex up there coming to life and attacking me. Anyway, blah, blah. Did I tell you that T-Rex, that was brought back from the Jurassic era by Jen. She kept it ever since then. She's really old. All right, I'm not going until I give you a link to her channel. So just give me 1 sec. Chill out. I'm not going to go until I give you a link to her channel, so just chill out. Everyone, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Watch the video I'm just talking about where she basically refers to you as an LO. An LO. She doesn't care about you. Can I send it again? What are you talking about? Can I send it again? Send what again? What's wrong with that link? Is she serious? Or is she talking to someone else? How dare you, Jen from Neurodivergent? All right, I've got the links there, guys. Does it work for you? If it does, you're already watching it. You're not even listening to this anymore. So get stuffed. Get stuffed, all of you. Each and every one of you get stuffed. Put your manners back in and get stuffed. That's my opinion. Katz Murphy, stand by. He's coming to life next to the planet. Oh, you were talking to PF, were you, mate? I think you mean LO, buddy. Not PF. I think you mean LO, mate. I think you mean I was talking to LO. And it should have been I was talking to an LO. I was talking to an object. That's what you should have said, mate. I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't live like this. I can't live like this. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going right now in 5. So goodbye. Say everyone goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. 4. Goodbye. Say goodbye to everyone. Seriously. 3. Say goodbye to everyone quickly. Do it. 2. Last chance, guys. 1. Jen's content's not good. Bye.